What is happening, guys? Archiezzle here and welcome to another video. Archies, I hope you guys are having a great day. Damn, I feel good. Today's video is a little bit personal. Today's video is gonna be about the Army language policy, the Army operational language, or if you really want to do your research, it's Army Regulation 600-20. Once again, Army Regulation AR 600-20 Chapter 4-13. Damn, breaking out the regs. I'll be putting links also down below so you can read it and interpret it however you want to, but it's in black and white, okay? Let me start this off. I'm a United States Army soldier. I've been in for about 7 years. Check out my videos here, there, before I even joined the Army, now that I'm in, okay? So I am bilingual. I was born and raised in the Philippines. I moved to the States when I was almost 21, and now I'm in the US Army, 7 years, Staff Sergeant, Army Medic, okay? I still am proficient and fluent with my native tongue, which is Tagalog. There's so many dialects, but Tagalog is pretty much like the basic language in the Philippines, okay? So, talagang fluent pa rin ako mag-Tagalog, at kung naiintindihan mo ako, bigyan mo ng like itong video kasi para masuportahan mo tong si Archiezzle, okay? So, I'm pretty sure this also reflects being someone in the military and outside of the military, okay? English is actually not the #1 most spoken language in the world. That is a fact. But if you are part of the United States Army, United States military, the operational language, again, AR 600-20, Chapter 4-13, it clearly states, English is the operational language of the Army. Soldiers must maintain sufficient proficiency in English to perform their military duties. Their operational communications must be understood by everyone who has an official need to know their content, and therefore must normally be in English. However, commanders may not require soldiers to use English unless such use is clearly necessary and proper for the performance of military functions. Accordingly, commanders may not require the use of English for personal communications that are unrelated to military functions. Alright, with that said, you're in a group and someone will bust out their Spanish. Spanish also comes in different dialects and so much more, okay? And you're that odd guy that doesn't speak a lick of Spanish. You probably just know si, baño, cubeta, la mesa, tinidor, or whatever. Like, damn, I didn't realize I actually know a lot of Spanish. But you're that person. You've been in that situation. It doesn't even have to be Spanish. I speak Tagalog. I've been in a group of Filipinos and then there's this one guy that doesn't speak a lick of Tagalog. So I know it's kind of awkward. If it's outside of work in the US Army, it's fine. Use that other language besides English to help accomplish the mission, accomplish the task. Or sometimes, you know what? It's easier to explain certain things in your native tongue to accomplish the mission. But just to clear things up, I am not that type of person that will complain and like, hey, you guys should be speaking English. Are you talking crap about me or talking smack about me? No. Again, I was born and raised in the Philippines. I'm an immigrant. I have my native tongue, Tagalog. So it doesn't really bother me at all. But for the sake of while at work or being in the Army, you should know how to speak English. A good example is that when you're in a convoy brief, if you are on a net, a radio, if you are giving an army brief to a group of soldiers, if you're writing something in a memorandum, in a form, a written form of communication, or something like that, in any sense or any form, as long as it's an official order or something about work related to military stuff, it has to be in English. Yes, I do understand sometimes, yeah, you gotta talk in your native tongue to make it more easier for you guys to attack this mission or whatever detail or duty it may be. My advice for those people who always complain though about like, hey, try to speak English, I don't understand what you say, is maybe you should try to learn other language or at least be respectful. This also goes out for the people who keep speaking their native tongue when it's not really supposed to. You know, if I know it's pretty weird, it's a pretty different generation right now, so just try to be cautious, I guess. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you don't speak Spanish, or I'm sorry you don't speak Mandarin, oh, I'm sorry you don't speak Tagalog, or whatever language it is. You know, just try to be respectful. But whenever I'm in a group, and again, all the places I've worked at is always like multilingual. So I can pick a little bit here and there what they're trying to say, but I don't really understand, but it doesn't bother me at all. But for the sake of the people who get butthurt easily, I guess, you know, try to understand, try to respect their situation because they don't really understand, or they just probably want to be part of the conversation. And then I guess my advice for people who doesn't really know anything is maybe try to expand your vocabulary, your knowledge about different tongues, different languages, so they can't sell you. No, I'm just kidding. So you have more knowledge. You know, the more knowledge, it's better. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is power. So the more languages you know, that's a plus on your side. If you're not really that proficient with English like me, you know, I'm an immigrant, as long as you can carry a conversation and you pass a certain English test, you should not worry about the operational language in the army. But not gonna lie, if I had the time, I had the resources, and I have that drive, I will try to learn multiple languages. I only know 2.5. English, Tagalog, and a little bit of Spanish. It's not even enough to carry a conversation. But once again, to summarize, if you are gonna be on the net, on the radio, giving a convoy brief, giving a briefing to your soldiers, or something in memorandum form written black and white, it has to be in English. Yes, I honestly do not care if someone speaks to me in a different language, or not speaking directly to me, but sidebar comments, because it may not be even about me. But if it's gonna help the mission to explain something step by step, a certain task, a certain procedure, go ahead. If it helps the mission, if it helps the unit, good job. Well, that's my 2 cents about it. That's just me thinking about that, because recently a lot of people have been asking me, like, what if I don't know how to speak English? Can I use my native tongue while in the army? There you go. My question to you guys are, what do you guys think? Do you speak a different language? How do you apply that other language to accomplish the mission, or whatever goal, whatever you do at work? It doesn't have to be military. It can be also civilian side. And like always, hit that like button to help the channel grow. Support your boy Archiezzle, and let me know in the comment section what you want to know or what kind of video you want to see next. Thank you guys for watching. Archiezzle out. My light is still broken, by the way. Anywhere, you suck.